All right, so welcome to The Logical Conclusion is Love. This is the first of a series of videos I'm going to do talking to you about financial breathing room. Now, if you're new here, The Logical Conclusion is Love is about improving life using logic and love. You can't have one without the other, because if you have one without the other, you're dead in the water. If you have logic with no love, you're cold, you're harsh, and you're not really going to win. If you have love with no logic, you fall for anything. So we are The Logical Conclusion is Love, where we improve your life through using logic and love. One of the ways to improve life is with finances, right? Everybody needs finances of some sort. Financial breathing room is a concept that I want to help the people who watch this channel achieve. First of all, we all know what money is. Money is a means of exchange. You give me some money, I'll give you this or whatever. That's basically what money is. Money is also, in my opinion, to me, money is a way of storing work that you do. You do some work, and if you get money for it, then you can use that money, that energy, that whatever is stored up to purchase things later on. That's kind of how I kind of look at it. So how are we going to achieve this financial breathing room? We all need this financial breathing room. We need to be able to pay our bills and not worry. We need to be able to pay our bills, and if people we love need help, we need to be able to help them out, or we need to be able to affect the world in better ways, not just by being better citizens, by not wasting and things like that. We need to also be able to put our money in places where it's going to help to improve situations, because money is kind of how things move around. The way we're going to do this is by talking about stocks and options. So right now, the stock market is doing pretty good. And I don't know if you've heard this before, but I've often heard it said that in a good stock market, anybody can win. Before we get into all the stocks though, before we start talking about stocks and options and everything, we want to talk about the steps to becoming a successful trader. What do you need to do to become a successful trader? Well, first of all, you need to pray, right? Every day. And I mean, this is a non-negotiable. If you're following me, if you want to do what I do, you have to pray every day. And pray like he's giving you what you're asking for, because he already has. If you're watching your finances, if you're doing the best you can and treating your things the best that you can, God is blessing you and is going to keep blessing you. You just have to keep praying to him and letting him know. If you don't believe in God, you might want to think about that. But you can meditate every day. Meditate on what you want out of the day. Meditate on how you feel. Because the biggest part of dealing with stocks, from what I found, is your emotions. That's where you're going to make your biggest losses or your biggest wins. Being able to understand your emotions, reel your emotions in, and that's what prayer really helps you do. Prayer, putting it in God's hands, meditating, keeping your even keel, that's going to help you be successful. And that's a little tip that everybody's not going to tell you. There's all types of people on YouTube. Everybody's not going to tell you meditate and pray. That is something that I'm telling you because I know it works and it's going to help you. So that's step number one. Step number two, you need to get some type of brokerage account. Now, I'm going to start off on these classes with Robinhood because, frankly, it's the simplest. It's the easiest one to use. You put the app on your phone. You could actually use it on a laptop, but it's very simple and it lays things out for you. You're going to want to put in the answers to the questions. I'm not going to tell you to lie or anything when you put the answers in, but you want to make sure you get options level 3 strategies. Option strats level 3. You don't want to be able to be stuck where you can't do the types of plays that you need to do to be more successful at trading options. So I'm going to put a link in the description. Go ahead and use my link if you don't have one. If you don't have a lot of money to put in the account, don't worry about it. Just put something in it right now. They'll give you 2 free stocks. So I'll use my link. They're going to give you 2 free stocks. Put something in there and then just watch these videos and kind of follow along. You don't have to make the same plays I do. If you're watching this later, please don't make the exact same plays I do because they'll be way out of date. This is a very time-sensitive activity, stock trading. Yes, this is extremely time-sensitive. So if you're coming to this like a year later, do not use the same plays that I show during this series. Pick your own based on the strategies. I'm going to teach you the strategies. I'm going to teach you when to use them. I'm going to teach you how to use them. And if you're meditating, if you're praying, then they're going to work for you. Not every time it's going to work. There are going to be some times where you lose, but your wins should be more and bigger than your losses, right? That's the goal here. Nobody's picking a million winners and never losing in stocks. But if you're smart, it's not gambling, okay? If you're smart, if you're patient, if you understand how to read the signals and the signs in the market, it is not gambling. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not here to give you financial advice. Financial advice has to do with what you do with your money, the risk that you're willing to accept. If you invest money, you can lose it. If you're a financial advisor, or if you have a financial advisor, talk to them about, you know, how much you could put in the stock market, how much you could play with, because your financial advisor understands your goals. They understand what you're trying to do. Maybe you're trying to save for retirement. Maybe you got kids that need to go to college. Your financial advisor will walk you through the steps to make sure that happens. And if they tell you you can put some money in the stock market, you know, 500, whatever, it's still on you when you're listening to me to decide, you know, when to risk it, how to risk it, which method you're going to use. So step number 1, again, pray every day. Step number 2, get a brokerage account. What's step number 3? Step number 3 is you're going to track your experience. You're going to track what trades you made, how much you paid to get into them, or if they paid you first, how much did they pay you to get into it, and how much you left that trade with. All right, and that's going to track your progress. That's going to let you know if, hey, what this guy's telling me is BS, or what this guy's telling me is spot on. Because if it's BS, it's BS. But I know it's not BS, right? I know that this is something that's going to help people become financially free. Anybody can get in this. Anybody can really understand it. You just have to be willing to watch it and keep your patience. It will grow. Your finances in the stock market will grow as long as the market's doing good. And even if the market's doing bad, you can still do good in the stock market with options. Historically, over the years anyway, the stock market's just going up. That's what it does. It goes up over the years. So yeah, there's a lot going on financially in the world. There's, you know, inflation happening. There's low interest rates that are going to slowly creep up so they can try and help some of the inflation. Don't know how well that's going to work. But if you keep your house straight and you are wise in the market, you can come out on top and have the financial breathing room that you deserve. This is the first video. Maybe we'll do a walkthrough of Robinhood next. I'll put a link in the description for Robinhood. If you don't have it, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and work on getting your options level 3, the ability to trade options at a level 3. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the future. Welcome to 2022. Let's go get it.